Can you hear me? Yes. I was the first to come and I am the last to talk. Thank you for your patience. How many of you are into Reiki? How many of you are into Reiki? Alright, Reiki is a Japanese word. It's a Japanese word because it was rediscovered in the year 1922 by a Japanese gentleman by the name of Dr. Mikao Usui. The word Ki in Reiki is the same as Chi in Chinese or Prana in Sanskrit. Re means something which is universal, something which is supreme, something which is found in abundance all around us. In simple English, universal life force energy, or to simplify it further, cosmic energy. It is that energy which is found all around us. It is that energy which we use for the purpose of daily survival. It is that energy which we breathe in for the purpose of survival. The difference between you and me is that I can convert that energy into something more positive, something that can be used for the purpose of healing. Reiki is an alternative therapy. Why is it an alternative therapy? The most common thing that happens to all of us in life is that we fall sick. And let's talk about day-to-day ailments. Say for example, headaches or flus or stomach disorders. The first thing that we do is take a Panadol or a Gelusil. If that does not work, we go to the clinic downstairs. If that does not work, we are put on stronger medications. We are sent to specialists, we are sent to hospitals, antibiotics, stronger medications. The ailment is said to have become chronic. And because the ailment has become chronic, the dosage of medicine increases. And these stronger medications, the antibiotics, etc., often causes irritations, often causes side effects. People have been looking for alternatives. People have been looking for options to the Western medical system. And there comes homeopathy. There comes the Ayurvedic, the Indian herbal system of medication. There comes your TCM, the traditional Chinese medication. But all these forms require consumption of some kind of medication or the other. People have been looking for something more alternative, something more optional, something that works at the root cause of the problem, something that gives you longer lasting effect, something that does not give you side effects. Reiki is one of those alternative therapies widely in use today, which is relatively non-drug related. I use the word relatively non-drug related for the simple reason that just because I have learned Reiki, I cannot go and tell a person who is asthmatic, throw away your puff, I can heal you. No. By persistent use of Reiki, a day will come when he will keep the puff in his pocket and use Reiki more to control his asthmatic issues. Reiki is an alternative therapy that helps to heal physical, mental, emotional. Has anybody spoken here about situations in life? I'm not going to talk about cancer. Reiki also works on situations in life. This slide is only for your reference purposes. I like to speak impromptu, and I'm going to quote the benefits of Reiki from my personal healing experiences. I was first a healer, and from my experiences in healing, I was prompted to become a master so that when I teach, I can substantiate each and every point written in the books as to be correct. Physical healing. It works on physical ailments. A 17-year-old boy came to me. The father brought him to me and said, this boy, since his birth, has the problem of wetting the bed. At the age of 17 also, he is still wetting the bed, but with no set frequency. Could be once in a week, could be twice in a week, could be once in a month. He was brought to me for a hands-on healing session. Now when I say hands-on healing, Reiki can be used in two ways. One is hands-on, that is by physical touch. We can also do something called distance healing, whereby we can connect with people anywhere in the world, whether the person is in Tokyo or Timbuktu. I always say I can help you. Uh, this boy was brought to me. We did a few sessions of hands-on healing. And I told the father that this person has this ailment since his birth. It's 17 years. I need to work on him on a daily basis. Your coming to me every 10 days is not going to work. I put him on distance healing, and with 7 months of persistence healing, I stopped his bedwetting problem. Reiki works on physical conditions. This was just an example. Reiki works on emotional issues as well. Reiki is an excellent tool to de-stress, to release emotional ailments. Another example, an Australian lady lost her son at the age of 21 in a motorcycle accident. And she was totally, how would I say, she just couldn't accept that this could happen to her. And she was in Singapore looking for a counselor. Somebody said, why don't you go to Parag first and try him out? She came to me. And we have a technique of chakra balancing. Chakras are energy centers in our body. They are energy centers that lie on our subtle body, on our etheric body. And these energy centers control the various organs of the body, physical and metaphysical. During the course of my healing, I was continuously working on a heart center, the heart chakra where the emotions lie. And somewhere in between, she says, I feel like crying, can I do that? I said, please. And she started crying. And she says, why me? Why did God have to do this to me? I can't accept it. I do a bit of counseling as well. And I said, acceptance is the way of life. However, this room is dark. Okay, the lights are very dim. But if you open the curtain, what do you see outside? And she said, I see shops, I see people, I see coffee shops. I told her, what you need to do is, you just need to lift one foot from here. It's a bold step required. Put it in the brightness outside. Your other foot will follow. And she says, no, Parag, this cannot be as simple as that. I still feel very heavy. I need another session tomorrow. She did not come the next day. 10:30 in the night, she called me. Parag, my blockage is gone. I feel wonderful and I can accept the life as has been given to me by God. Emotional release is possible with Reiki. Situations in life. What is Reiki? Reiki is pure positive energy that displaces and replaces negative energy. What are negativities? Our sicknesses, our flus, our headaches, they are negativities, as also broken marriages are negativities in life. A lady came to me for a hands-on healing session and she said she was stressed. And during the course of healing, she started opening up. She told me that her husband has an affair, that he wants to bring that woman into the house. The wife with 2 small children were asked to leave Singapore on a certain day. The divorce proceedings were to start the following month. And I just blurted, I got this dirty habit of saying things which I should not. But I said, why don't I make a patch in your life? Why don't I try to make a patch between the two of you? And she said, how? Everything has been decided, everything is settled. We just need to work out the legal formalities. And I told her that if divorce is your destiny, I cannot stop that. Nobody can stop that. However, just as we use Reiki for healing people with cancer, we don't give guarantees that you will not die. But at least we will try to put a smile on your face, that you go with a positive frame of mind, that you are able to withstand the effects of chemotherapy. Likewise, I cannot stop a divorce if it is your destiny. But a divorce will have several other issues, child custody problems, legal issues, parting issues. At least I can try to put a buffer in that situation. And she gave me the consent. Now, the only way I could do this healing was distance healing. I created a portrait in my vision, the family sitting together, the husband, the wife, and the 2 children. And I sent distance healing to this situation, thinking every day that I need help, I need to heal this situation. Please show me the right bath. And what happened was, in about 2 weeks' time, there came the date for departure. At the airport, the husband went and told the wife, I have changed my mind. I would like you to stay. And the wife, she had become stronger with my healing. She said, I am not a football that you kick me around at will. What if I come back tonight? It's not the same story tomorrow. And these things cannot be discussed at the airport. Our bags are packed. We are going. Let's talk about it another day. They left. The healing continued. We communicated via email. In about 3 weeks' time, the husband brought the wife back to Singapore. This happened 8 years ago. They are still together. It was not a smooth process. Every day that the husband called, that please don't wait for me for dinner, I'm in a meeting, my phone would ring. Parag, can you check, is he seeing somebody else? This is a fact. This is a fact. This is not a story, it's a fact. And I have to send her healing to give her the strength. Eventually she came and learned Reiki from me. Today they are doing very well together. Reiki helps to heal physical, mental, emotional and situational ailments. Reiki works at the root cause of the problems and therefore gives a longer lasting effect. I have a beautiful illustration here. This lady called me to say she has chronic migraine. Migraine for the last 3 months. She has gone through all clinical examinations. Clinically nothing has been proven. She asked me for distance healing. In Singapore, Jurong is considered to be very far from the East Coast. So I put her on distance healing and I tried to focus on her head, but in my vision I kept on seeing her abdomen. Now the beauty of Reiki is that once the patient asks you for the healing, the energy automatically goes to the place where required. I kept on seeing in my vision her abdomen. I picked up the phone and asked her, I said, Madam, are you constipated? And she said, excuse me? I did not say anything about the stomach, please focus here. The next day again I called her. I said, did you clean your bowels today? She literally threw the phone at me. Parag, stop my healing. You don't understand the difference between the head and the stomach. But 3 days later she called. I'm sorry I was rude to you the other day. My bowels have cleaned today. I only realized this morning that I was constipated. My headache is gone. Reiki is an alternative therapy that heals. Period.